Hello there, welcome to chapter 4 of React Quickly. My name is Azat. So far we've learned JSX, we've learned how to create component classes, we've learned how to create elements from them, and how to use properties to basically change the elements representation, change the view. So components, the like functions we have on the input, we have some properties. Then on the output, we have some UI, usually in the form of HTML. So far so good, right? But actually, what happens if we want to develop this component? And remember, components, the best way to work with them is when they have all the functionality that they need, when they have all the logic that they need. So let's say we're building some autocomplete, but that autocomplete, it needs to change based on my input, right? So it needs to basically remember my input, and then when it's go to the server and get some data, basically it needs to remember that data from the server as well. So now we have this unique problem, how to also change the UI, change the description, change the representation, the view, without basically having someone provide you with new properties, right? So we have parent, we have child. If the parent sends you new properties, the child will update, right? But how to basically update the things from the parent, right? So this is why we use states. This is why the states are in React, and they solve this problem basically. They allow us to also change the view, but without having for someone else some other components and elements to resupply the new properties to our current component. So basically, we can contain all our logic in just one class without having anything externally influence it. So states, they're just like properties. We use them to change the view, but they work in a different sense, meaning the current component can update the states. So by updating the states, another word for it is mutation. So states are mutable, and properties in the context of the current component, they're not mutable. They're only mutable from the contents of the parents of this element, but not in the context of this element. So states are mutable, while properties are immutable. Both affect, or they can affect. Obviously, if you don't use them in your render method, they're not going to affect anything, right? So they have the potential to influence the output, influence the view, influence the description of UI. So chapter number 4, working with React states, that's how we can add interactivity. Basically, our components become live because now they can change, they can update their view, and we don't have to resupply different properties, different props to that. Basically, they have that logic within them. So very, very important and useful concept. Chapter number 4, working with states. We will be using states all over our next chapters, so don't skip it. Go ahead and read the chapter, and I'll see you in the next video.